Hey guys, welcome to another Toribash mod spotlight with me, Jack Morris from Man 5 Films. Well, this week I am having a lot of trouble trying to spotlight this mod. I really can't think of a good way to, spotlight how good it is, really. So what I'm going to try and do is just play with it, and hopefully it'll come across how good this mod is, because on the surface it seems a bit crap, but once you get into it, it is actually really good. So this is the N Sumo vs L Fighter mod, and this is the 4th time I'm recording this video, and hopefully I can get this right this time. So as you can see, this mod seems very, very unbalanced, and well, obviously the bigger Tori is going to have an advantage, but in case you couldn't tell from the name of the mod, the smaller Tori is light fighter-ish. I don't really know how to describe it. He's a light fighter. There's a lot of mods that turn your Tori into super fast, jumpy, really high guy, and this mod's no exception to that. But it's actually shockingly balanced when it gets right down to it, and I imagine a lot of fun in multiplayer. But I'm going to be playing it in single player today because it is still fun. Hopefully you can come across how good this mod is. So a lot of the fun to be had in this mod, at least when you're playing as the light fighter Tori, is just kind of climbing over you like an aggressive nit. Because of the way because of the size of Jeff and I guess the speed of your Tori, it's very easy to manipulate your way around the guy and, you know, grab onto bits of his body and just kind of swing around him to get up to his head. It's like climbing a giant. It's actually a lot of fun. And if I can just get my Tori to, like, go there. Hang on. There we go. Hopefully I won't miss that grab. Yeah, okay, got the grab. It's just, I don't know. If you've ever played, I guess, what's that game where you fight giants a lot? Shadow of the Colossus is the one. If you've ever played Shadow of the Colossus, it's the same very, very, very different experience, I guess, but it's the same sort of appeal of just climbing a giant to try and do as much damage as you can and trying to get, because decapitation is on, so if you line it up right, you can actually, you could do that, I guess, snap your leg off on his head. But as I said, you know, the replays may not look as good because of the speed at which Tori moves, but I imagine people with more skill in this game than me could, yeah, you do want to hold all as well, otherwise that happens. Yeah, I totally knew that before recording, I didn't just find it out. Now what are you talking about? That's crazy. It's crazy talk. But like I said, the fun to be had in playing as the Tori is, you know, climbing over you. Jeff, there's probably more to it than that, especially when it comes to multiplayer, but I had a lot of fun just trying to see how much I could move around Jeff in, like, well, the frames that you're given. Like, as you can see, climbing around him is totally possible. Again, speed and size of your Tori versus his Tori is the reason that this works. God, my words don't work today. But, you know, the thing with Jeff as well, he doesn't fall over very easy. I don't know whether it's a balance thing or just his size. Ooh, I hit something. Hey, decapitated him. And dismount. Okay, that worked. That's kind of what I was talking about. Finally, I'm finally showing that this mod can be fun. Jesus Christ, this has been a difficult video to do. And leap away! Whee! Team Rocket blasting off again. You know, that's the fun to be had there, kind of tearing him apart bit by bit as you flip around him. And again, I imagine this would be crazy fun on multiplayer, and I'll show you why. So let's make my Tori just leap standard into the air without really doing much. And I'll show you the kind of power the bigger Tori has when it comes to fighting. So let's just see if I can line this up right. I had a lot of trouble doing this last time, so hopefully this will... There we go. Okay, so because of the size of Jeff, the manipulation he has over the smaller Tori is kind of crazy. You can really literally throw him around like a rag doll and do a lot to him because of that. Like that, you know. There's just... It's crazy fun to play as both Tories in this rather asymmetrical mod, which is weird, because usually the asymmetrical mods are really unbalanced towards one player or the other, whereas this seems relatively balanced towards both players. I mean, okay, you could argue the bigger Tori definitely has an advantage, but that doesn't stop it from being fun for the little Tori either, because he suddenly has the challenge of fighting this giant guy. Trying to get into a position where I can throw throw myself around, I guess. Oh yeah, and he just gets thrown away as if he doesn't even matter. A lot of fun. It actually does look kind of cool to just be kind of manipulating. You know, it really looks weird to be manipulating a Tori like that, and it's just, again, it's a lot of fun. Let's see if we can make it look even better by making my Tori go limp as he gets thrown around. Obviously, people who are better at this game than me will have a lot more luck manipulating and throwing the Tori around. So let's make him go limp as I throw him around. That would probably look a bit better. But what I'm trying to do is kick him, because I think that'll look really cool. But the problem is with the size of this Tori. I think they're actually probably going into the technical side of the mod. I think they're actually the same speed, the Tories. It's just because the other one's a lot smaller, he looks a lot faster. So you can still leap into the air and stuff with the big Tory and still do all that stuff. It's just, it looks a lot quicker with the smaller Tory, literally because he's smaller. So let's try and get some dismemberment here. I don't know how they do it, but it looks like the dismemberment on the smaller Tory is lower than the bigger Tory. I guess it kind of has to be, because otherwise he'd just rip him apart in one fell swoop. But again, I'm sure you can see there's a lot of multiplayer appeal here. It is still a lot of fun on multiplayer. God damn it. It is still a lot of fun on single player to play around with, and as is standard with this game, when I really need the replay to be shown, it doesn't. Is a bug that really needs to be fixed. Let's try and pick... Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can actually pick up the Tory off the floor. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to hurl him into the air. So let's make him go ragdoll and fling him up into the air. Extend. Whee! Again, it's fun. What can I say? This mod's kind of hard to explain. It's one of those mods you really do have to play to get the appeal of it. But if that doesn't kind of explain the power of this guy, nothing will. I mean... I'd love to see what you guys could come up with in multiplayer with this mod. I'm sure you could create, artificially create some very cool replays, as well as just have cool replays from the two Tories actually fighting. I really think this mod's more balanced than it looks. At least in terms of fun. Maybe, I mean, the bigger Tory's probably always going to win because he's always going to be doing damage to the smaller Tory no matter what. But I still think it's a lot of fun to play for both players. So, yeah. There's really not a lot more else. My words just aren't working today. It's the curse of trying to record a video 4 times in a row. I really don't know what else to say about this mod. It's really hard to demonstrate, but I assure you, it is fun in both multiplayer and single player. Well, I guess I really can't comment on multiplayer, but I can't see how this mod wouldn't be fun in multiplayer. I mean, looking at it, it's really, really obvious. And I just kind of got flattened by the sumo guy there. But this is a very good... very unique mod in the fact that it's asymmetrical, as in the Tories are completely different, but it is still fun on both ends. I mean, we've seen asymmetrical mods like the Arm Remover, etc., and GOLIATH, but that's really only fun for one player. Maybe GOLIATH is an exception there, but I'd still argue it's a lot more fun to be the flying Tory rather than the Tory on the GOLIATH, because you don't get to do a lot. Same with the Arm Remover. It's a lot more fun to be on the Arm Remover rather than be Jeff in that situation. So yeah, there's really not a lot else I can say about this mod. I really encourage you to go check it out. I'll get the name up for you so you can find it. You want to go to your mods, go to N. It's literally the last N mod, if I do remember correctly. There it is. N Sumo versus L Fighter. Really check this one out, guys. Don't take my kind of scatterbrained review of it. Just go play it. Trust me. It's a fun mod. You'll like it. Send some replays in as well, because I really want to prove to myself that this is a good mod and I'm not just being crazy. I mean, come on, if swinging around Jeff like this isn't fun, I don't know what is. Want to let go of that hand, actually, to make this work. And... oh, no, that didn't work. That didn't work as well as I wanted it to. But, this would be a good example. Right here, what I'm doing here is kind of what I was talking about. So if I can just find my... recommend utilizing V on this, otherwise you're never going to be able to grab... ooh, there we go. Okay, this is working. I'm doing it. Look at me, I'm doing it. I did it. Okay, hang on. This is going to be good. This is cheating, but I'm going to do it. Okay, make Jeff's big arm grab, swing back in, and grab something else quickly. Come on, Jack. You're letting us down. You're failing. And grab something else. Oh, no. But look at this. What other mod lets you stand on Uke the way I'm standing on him right now? I keep calling him Uke today. I don't know what's wrong with me. Jeff. And let's have a look at that. That's more what I was going for. That it may not look great in the replay, but that was a lot of fun to do. Just swing around, kind of dismembering Jeff as you go. Very fun. Please check this mod out. Don't take the scatterbrained kind of rambling nature of this mod spotlight. Go play it. Trust me. You'll like it. Anyway, that wraps it up for today. I'm going to do a more simple mod next week. An easier one to spotlight, I think. I'm Jack Morris from Manifest Films. There's links to all kinds of cool stuff in the descriptions. Please send me energy drinks. I clearly need them. I'm Jack Morris. See you next time. Bye.